There's no point you trying to hammer away at me about this.
You know, I don't think you realize and understand how urgent this situation is.
It's my marriage we're talking about. I understand exactly what's at stake.
All right, well, if that's the case, you have to realize that things can't go on the way they are.
You married 6 months. You're now an expert on relationships.
Look, I'm not saying I'm an expert on anything, CC, but it only takes a little common sense to see that if things do go on like this, the effects on the family are going to be devastating.
Yes, that's true. And I don't need you telling me what it can do to my family.
Okay, fine. I'll be very specific then. I'm only here because the split between you and Sophia is tearing Kelly apart, and I don't intend to stand around and watch while that happens.
You listen to me, young man. I happen to love my daughter very much. And I'll do anything I can to keep her from being hurt, but I do not have control over this situation.
Come on, CC. You have a lot more control than you might think.
Now, just a minute. Don't you lay any blame at my feet. I'm not about to go crawling back to Sophia. You understand that?
I'm only asking you to take control of this. I thought that's what your whole life was about.
You, if I had control, you and I would not be talking about it now.
Well, you and I shouldn't be talking about it right now. She wants things back the way they were, CC.
Come to me, then. I didn't instigate the separation. You're talking as if Sophia and I had some minor differences, a quarrel that can be erased by giving her flowers. Well, it doesn't go away that easily. Whenever I think of her, whenever I think about being with her, I can't get past that picture in my head. I saw her in bed, in my bed, with a man young enough to be her son. And that is something you cannot forgive or forget.
Wants to see me.
I thought so.
Well, they're going to start questioning Richard, and he wants me to be there.
Well, how nice of him to wait until we got back from Mexico, back here to sunny Santa-Barbara. I gather the questioning isn't going to be strictly held to the Fox?
No, well, I think you know what I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, I just thought you'd be a little more intense about it.
Actually, I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel right now. I mean, what if he does know who killed my father, and what if he tells me? Where do I go? I mean, what's my next move?
You pursue it.
Huh? Where? I mean, how long?
Andrea, for the last 5 years, you've been on this search. Now, if Richard knows something or can point you in the right direction, you shouldn't be afraid to follow it.
The only thing I'm afraid of is the thought of losing you.
Well, you're not going to lose me, so...
I mean, we're taking him to Washington, D.C. I don't know how long I'm going to be there. I don't know what my next move is after that. It could take me years to find the guy who killed my father.
Whatever we have to do, we'll do it. And then we'll put this behind us.
We?
Yeah, you and me. We.
Look, you don't seem to understand. I'm leaving for Washington today. I may never see you again.
Mama? Daddy?
I told you we should have called from the airport.
I wanted to surprise him. Mama!
Looks like the surprise is on you, pal.
I bet you're right.
What?
I told Daddy we were coming in today. I bet you they're all at the beach house waiting to surprise us.
Well, how would he know when we were coming in? We didn't even know we were coming in.
Well, I'm sure he called the airport and found out what time we were coming in.
I know he's connected, but you're stretching a little bit, don't you think?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to see if anybody's here. If no one's here, then we're going to the beach house and we are going to pretend to be surprised.
Okay, but I'm telling you, nobody ever surprises us at the beach house. Your parents have never been in that beach house when we worked there. Seems right somehow.
May I help you, sir?
Hi. Yeah, Miss Capwell just went upstairs to look for her mom and dad.
Oh, you must be Mr. Castillo.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
I'm Sarah.
Hi.
I've only been here for a couple of weeks.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I take it Mr. and Mrs. Capwell aren't here now?
Mrs. Capwell isn't here at the moment, and Mr. Capwell is no longer living here. Could you excuse me, please?
Certainly.
No one's here. I mean, not even Ted. Do you think Kane told them we were getting married?
You
You know, I bet you he did. I bet you he called them from Mexico and told them we were getting married.
Eden, listen.
No, didn't you see the look on his face when we left? I bet you he was hiding something.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any party tonight.
Well, maybe you're right. Well, Daddy's probably at the office and Mama's, you know.
Baby, what I meant is that I just spoke to the maid, and she said that your father has moved out of the house.
She must have misunderstood.
She seemed kind of definite about it.
Well, where is she?
She went to answer the phone.
Well, I'm going to talk to her.
Well, maybe you should be talking to somebody else.
Well, you don't believe her, do you? Daddy's probably gone on some business trip or something. She's new. She probably misunderstood.
Well, I guess that's possible.
Oh, of course it is. I talked to Daddy yesterday. If something was wrong, he would have told me. I mean, you know how these maids are. I mean, he was probably going on one of his spur-of-the-moment business trips. He came down with a suitcase in his hand or something. She didn't even ask him where he was going, and, you know, she just assumed. Helen, hi, this is Eden. Is my father there? He's not. And he's not at the office. Yes, no, that's fine. I'll reach him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, babe.
Cruz. Stop it. She just said he wasn't in the office. She didn't, you know.
What did she say?
Nothing. I have no intention of finding out from our maid or my father's secretary what's going on in my family.
Well, why don't we go back to the beach house? Maybe there's a message there for
I'm not
us.
waiting for any messages. I'm going to find out what's going on right now.
Did you really think I came here to say goodbye?
I hope not, but I mean, I don't know what to think. I mean, all the stuff you're saying.
I tried to do that once. I didn't do a very good job of it.
So what are you gonna do? I can try it again?
Yeah, well, I have to admit, the thought crossed my mind, but I don't ever think about it when I'm with you.
Look, Sophia, if you want to get rid of me...
TJ, I don't. Everyone is being very judgmental of me. They're telling me what to do. They're pushing me. You're the only person that doesn't do that. You respect my decisions and you accept my feelings.
Do me a favor and don't make me sound so noble. I want you to make sure of what you want. And I want to leave you enough space to make the right decision, that's all. Now I suppose you have to go.
Yeah.
But I suppose you'll probably be coming back. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hi. From the look on your face, I can tell you're about to give me a lecture because you're probably concerned about my, well, my life.
Right now, I don't really care at all about your life. It's Mrs. Capwell's I'm worried about.
Look, Sophia is a tough lady, all right? And she can take care of herself.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what she's going to have to do when you get tired of her.
Talking to Dad right now?
Yeah, I wanted to go over there myself, but I think Jeffrey convinced me that I had already botched things up.
Oh, come on. Nobody can blame you for what happened.
No, it's just my timing. I think I've always been off.
This is crazy. Dad's so stubborn. He's not going to listen to Jeffrey, though.
No, all he's going to do is get him to come back here, and that's why I called you, because I figured if all three of us worked on him, maybe he will just talk to Mother. Okay?
All right. If it works, how are we going to get Mom here, though?
Well, let's cross that bridge when we get to it.
Think that's Dad?
Oh, let's hope so. Come on. Hi. Oh, my God.
We're home.
You're back. How you doing?
Hi.
So good to see you. Come in. Hi. Did you just get back?
Well, we came right from the airport to the house to see Mom and Daddy. And there was this new maid there, Sarah, I think her name was. And she told Cruz... What's wrong?
Eden, I didn't know how to get in touch with you. We've tried everything. I mean, we're still trying, but...
So it's true Daddy moved out of the house?
Yeah, he moved out.
I don't understand this. What happened?
It started with all the oil rig business.
You know, I knew Pamela had to have something to do with this. When her maid told me that you and Jeffrey moved back here, I knew something was wrong.
Well, that's an understatement.
Well, there's been friction between Mama and Daddy and Pamela since she came back here. Now I'm gonna have to talk to Daddy.
No, Eden, it's not just Pamela. I mean, this whole thing between Mother and Daddy has escalated, and after what happened the other day...
Well, what happened? Is somebody gonna tell me what happened?
Dad saw Mom in bed with TJ.
How clear I gotta make it to you, but I'm getting real sick and tired of all this stuff coming out of your mouth about Sophia. So you do me a big favor, you butt out of my private life, all right?
Yeah, TJ, that's fine. But this nightclub isn't part of your private life. I listened to all your dreams about how much money we're gonna make and how great it would be to be partners and have our own business together. You're great at selling dreams, you really are. This dream of ours is losing money every week.
What, are you gonna blame that on me now? I told you, man, it takes time to build a business.
Yeah, I understand that. What I don't understand is hiring someone when we're losing money. I mean, a beautiful girl walks in, you give her a job when there is no job.
Why don't you wake up, huh? I thought you were gonna learn something about this business and doing this. I mean, in case you've forgotten, when Lakin left, we lost a heck of a lot of clientele, man. Now, yeah, Margo's a beautiful girl. She's also very charming. She makes people feel very at ease. She makes them, them feel like she really cares for them. And that makes them come back here time after time after time. And that, man, is why I hired her.
What kind of experience does she have?
Hey, boss, you're the boss. Why don't you ask her? Hey, Margo, you here for a minute?
You didn't have to.
Oh, no, really. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, what is it, TJ?
Well, I think Jake has a few questions for you.
Shoot. What do you want to know, Jake?
Listen, what kind of experience do you have in a place like this?
None. I just figured I'd follow my own instincts. But if the two of you could give me some pointers, I would really appreciate it.
Now, me personally, I would love to give you some pointers. And show you around, teach you some of the ropes, show you around the bar, but alas, I have to go do the inventory. So I'm gonna let my partner, Jake, teach you everything there is to know.
Look, TJ.
Jake.
Nothing.
The man has smooth moves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can say that again.
Well, so where we're going to start, Mr. Martin? Oh, or should I call you Beast?
I assume, then, that this means you're giving me permission to look over all your military records.
Well, you'd have to do that anyway, wouldn't you? I'll tell you up front, some of it's not too pretty. But considering the circumstances.
Well, thank you for the information. You've been very helpful, King.
Well, I hope so, and I hope I hear from you soon.
Yeah, I'll do everything I can to expedite matters and give you a quick answer.
Great.
So, the agency has given us approval to transport Richard to Washington this evening.
Well, good. Do you need some assistance getting him to the airport?
No, I have 2 men from the Santa-Barbara division, and you can just meet us at the airport.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Talk to you later.
Hi.
Hi.
What was that all about?
Oh, I just asked him to come over here.
Why? Why was he checking into your military records?
You were eavesdropping.
The door was wide open.
Hmm.
You want to tell me about it?
Well, I just wanted to let him know everything I knew about Richard.
And?
Okay, I don't want to get your hopes up, but the reason he wanted to look into my service record is that I asked him if I could work with you. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
Mr. Martini seemed rather interested. Well, this way I can go to Washington with you and we can look for your father's assassin together.
Yeah.
You know, I knew you'd be excited, and I can just tell you're holding all your excitement in. Come on, say something.
What do you expect me to say?
Well, I don't know. It'd be nice if you said, Kane, this is the best idea you've ever had. This is great, and we don't have to be separated. Hell, I'd settle for that I did all right.
No, well, you didn't do all right. You had no business going to Martini. You're not going to give up on this, are you? Well, I think you should. I really think you should. I think from here on in, I'm going to go this alone.
Mama would never. She couldn't do anything like that.
Well, she found out that Dad was having an affair with Pamela.
Well, this is crazy. Daddy hates Pamela. Why would he move out of the house to be with her?
Eden, he didn't. I think he just found out her involvement in the oil rig, and she wanted to tell him, she just didn't get a chance, and then everything snowballed.
Do you think Daddy moving out of the house is permanent?
I don't know. They just seem to be getting farther and farther apart every day.
It's like Pamela has something on him.
This is crazy. Mama and Daddy love each other.
Baby,
They can't give up on each other.
I know they do. And I want to believe more than anything that we can get them back together.
I hope we can.
Well, I hope you're right. But I'm not that certain anymore.
So you see, that way, you can accommodate a bigger dinner crowd and no one will have to stand around waiting for tables.
Yeah, well, that's not bad.
Come on, not bad. It's great, and you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a little embarrassed that I didn't come up with it myself.
Well, some problems need a woman's approach.
Yeah, well, thanks for letting me off the hook.
I'm sure you return the favor sometime.
You know, you didn't tell me what you did in L.A.
Do the same thing as you do here sometimes. Model.
Yeah, well, this must be kind of a come-down for you then, huh?
No way.
And, beautiful girl like you, I can't believe you weren't successful at it.
Well, I worked. I hated it. The whole meat syndrome, piece of meat thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I'm working here and there, but I can't say as I really enjoy it, you know?
Novelty wears off real quick.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know, I remember my very first job. I was so excited. You get in front of the camera, and all of a sudden you just feel special or something. And then you see yourself on TV or in the magazines and things like that, and people start to notice you.
Yeah. Well, it kind of makes you feel important somehow.
Yeah, right. But then the excitement starts to wear off, and by that time, you're so used to the money, and to keep the money and the jobs coming, it gets a little more complicated, the game. Also, I think maybe it's a little harder on the woman. But I was doing this tire ad one time, and they were spraying down the tires, and they were shining up the rims and the hubcaps, and the makeup people were messing with my hair and my makeup at the same time and everything, and I started looking at the tires and looking at myself, and I realized that in these people's eyes, there was no difference.
Yeah, but at least you could walk away.
Yeah, and the tires can only roll away, right?
Yeah, you got a great sense of humor.
And you've got great biceps. We should start professionally wrestling together.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
More fun than this place.
Well, my little working compatriots.
Great.
How's the training program? Good?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's already showing me the ropes.
What are you doing, hiding stuff from us here or what?
No, no way.
Yeah, she figured out that problem we were having with late reservations. No problem.
I told you, man. The girl is a gold mine.
Well, if you'll excuse me, boys, we start earning my keep around here.
Why don't you go get that? So, you, still mad that I hired her?
No, you're right. She's going to be very valuable to us. I mean, she's a smart lady. Too smart for this place.
What does it say about us?
Ever think about professional wrestling?
Good to have you home. Oh. All right, what is it?
Well, you're asking me, what is it? You didn't even tell me?
Well, I thought it best not to tell you about it on the phone, honey.
No. Face-to-face is much better. I think we should talk.
Jeffrey, I could use a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On its way. Come.
I don't understand how you let this happen.
Oh, hold it now. Hold it. Don't try blaming this whole thing
Now,
on
I'm
me.
not blaming anybody.
If you knew what was going...
I know what Mama did. And I know she must have been in a lot of pain in order to let something like that happen.
Donnie, from what I saw, it didn't look like she was in too much pain.
Daddy, what have you done to change the situation?
I haven't done anything. What am I supposed to do?
You always know the answers. You deal with problems, you approach situations. If that doesn't work, you always think of another way.
Well, that may be the case in some situations, not this one.
Have you stopped loving Mama?
Baby, I don't know. She's hurt me a lot.
And I'm sure you've hurt her. When two people love each other the way that you and Mama do, a betrayal is the most painful thing
I
ever...
did not betray your mother.
You moved out of the house. You slept with Pam.
No. Not until after I caught her in bed with that young man.
Well, I don't want to hear any of the gory details.
Fine, fine. We just drop it.
Well, what are you gonna do?
There is nothing I can do. Your mother and I aren't even speaking right now.
Well, then I think you should speak to her. I think you should go over there and you should sit down and talk to her.
It is not that simple.
Daddy, listen to me.
No, you listen to me. Don't tell me you don't understand. Because when you came back from Santa-Barbara, you found Elena in Cruz's arms. You wanted that whole relationship ended. You felt betrayed. Even you know that Cruz thought you were dead. You wanted it ended. Now, you found out that nothing went on, but that's not the case here. Now, you may not like to hear, but I walked into my room, my bedroom, and found your mother making love to another man. Now, you want to put yourself in my place, honey, you do that, and you tell me that you can run back, rush back to her, and say, I forgive and I forget. Well, you tell me that, and you're lying. Oh, baby.
Kane, you're trying to get involved in something you shouldn't be involved in.
I'm trying to keep us together. I thought that was something we both wanted.
I'm not saying I don't want that. But I had to find out who killed my father on my own.
Why? That doesn't make any sense. Look, I love you. That means we share things, everything. And I know this is a personal thing for you, but I want to help.
Look, I'm sorry, but you can't help me with this.
Why? What, I'm not good enough? You're a professional, I'm an amateur, I'd botch things for you? What is it?
You know that isn't it.
Well, then tell me what this is about.
What this is about? What this is about is, it's about private business. I mean, you're acting like we're discussing washing the dishes or cleaning the house.
All right, okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way, though. I mean, just a little while ago, you were undecided whether you wanted to even pursue this or not because you thought it might disrupt our relationship. This is a way that doesn't have to happen.
Look, I don't want to hurt our relationship. But how can I make it... I mean, I have to make it clear to you. I cannot and I will not share this with you.
This is becoming an obsession.
Yes, it is an obsession. You would be obsessed, too, if you saw your father get killed on the seat sitting next to you.
No, I'm sorry. I don't buy this. You're not telling me everything.
Okay, you know everything.
No, that is not the truth. I don't know everything because I don't understand this at all. Now, what is it? You don't trust me or what?
Yes, I trust you.
Well, then you don't love me.
Well, now you're being childish.
Oh, I'm being childish? Well, just because I don't understand this attitude you've got?
Attitude that I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an attitude problem here, all right, but I'm not the one who has it. I mean, you get this macho idea about going with me, working with me, and protecting me. Yet you don't even ask me how I feel about it. Well, now I've told you.
Wait a minute.
Hi, hey. I didn't even know you were coming back. Oh, honey. Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. I know about somebody else that might not be coming back, though.
Ah. I guess you've talked to your father, huh?
Yeah?
So now you know how many things have changed since you've been gone?
I know what's happened. I don't think anything has changed. I know how much you love Daddy. I know how much Daddy loves you.
I'm sure that's not what he said to you.
Mama, I'm not judging what you did. And I'm not judging what Daddy did. But you want him back, don't you? Aren't you even gonna try?
Your father walked out on me, Eden. And you say things haven't changed, but you're very wrong. I've changed a lot, and so has your father. And maybe he was even starting to change before Pamela came back to town. I don't know. Maybe it was just bad timing, and we could have worked everything out. But I do know this, that because of everything that's happened, I'm thinking a lot differently about myself. Before Pamela came back to town, your father and I were starting to get things together again. Now it's like we don't know each other at all.
Don't you owe it to yourselves to try one more time? Mama, more than anything in the world, I want the two of you to be together.
I would do anything for you. I would do anything in the world for you. But I think you're asking me something that I can't make happen.
Jeffrey said he didn't have much luck talking to you. I'm surprised you showed up.
He said you wanted to see me. I love you kids. I don't want to stand in the way of that.
I'm going to try to get Mother over here, Daddy.
Kelly, please. The last time we tried that...
It's a disaster, I know. But if the two of you do not sit down and talk about this, nothing is going to happen.
It is not going to lead anywhere.
Well, I don't know that, but I think it's worth a shot.
I don't know, kiddo. I don't know.
You know, Daddy, before I married Jeffrey, you came up to my room and talked to me, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I loved you in that moment more than I ever have in my life. And I asked you how I could be a perfect wife to Jeffrey, and I'll never forget what you said. You said I should be understanding and loving and not obsessive and not overbearing, but I should just be there. And then you told me what you thought a perfect wife was, and you said, Mother. Well, maybe you're upset because you've realized that she's not perfect. But, Daddy, she is still the things you always said she was. So for me and the family, for everybody, will you talk to her? Please?
Yeah, can you tell me when your flight to Washington, D.C. leaves? Thanks. Yeah.
Sophia, thank you for coming by in such short notice.
All right, you said it was important.
I'm glad you came, Mother. I hope you're here to wish me luck.
No, I'm here because I was so frustrated I almost tore my boat apart. And I can't afford that, so I thought I'd come here and try and talk some sense into you instead.
Kane, we have talked this thing to death. You're not willing to see my point of view.
That's because mine is so messed up. You are killing me. Do you know how this is tearing me apart inside? To see you walk away from me, you can't do that. Look, I'll help you find the person who killed your father. I know I can do it. There's just no reason for us to be apart.
Look, I can't leave knowing that you're angry with me.
Why, you're willing to give all of this up?
I'm not giving anything up.
Okay, then tell me I can go with you.
Kane, I'm trying to call you. As far as the agency is concerned, it's fine for you to come with us on an unofficial basis, of course.
Stay here. The weather back east is terrible this time of year.
He's not coming.
Smart man.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go.
Please!
Trying to do now. Mother, will you please just sit down for a minute?
Dad?
You know, we're not going to make any progress here unless you two sit down and talk out your differences.
Yeah, Kelly's right. You guys got to talk. I mean, might as well be right here and now.
I'm not opposed to talking.
Oh, I'm willing to talk.
Listen, I know this isn't easy, but we have to start somewhere, you two.
Sweetheart, you brought us here. Don't you have any suggestions?
Well, I assume these kinds of discussions begin with one of you, generally, like, acknowledging each other and telling each other that one of you made a mistake.
Oh, who's going to determine who made the mistake, Kelly? You?
Mom, we can talk about the weather and avoid the subject all night if that's what you guys want to do.
I think that may be a good idea.
Look, will one of you just admit that what you did with Pamela or what you did with TJ, Mother, is wrong?
Oh, well, let me get this straight. I came over here to say that my relationship with TJ, which, by the way, is none of your business, is a terrible mistake and I'm supposed to apologize for it. Is that it?
Mother, if no apologies are made, where are we going
If your
with
father hadn't become involved with his ex-wife, none of this would be going on, and that is exactly where the apology should start. And I think that you have a hell of a lot of nerve having Jeffrey call me over here to be subjected to this monkey trial.
Mother, I didn't mean for it to sound that way.
Well, that's what it sounds like, because that's what it is. I'm going to tell you something else. I am not going to apologize for my relationship with TJ.
Mom, come on. Don't say anything you're going to regret.
No, you
Please.
see, that's what you don't comprehend. Because anything that's happened with TJ, I don't regret. I have finally done something for myself that makes me happy, and if my own children don't accept that, well, then I'm really sorry. But I'm not going to stop it because I don't have your approval.
Mother, will you wait, please? Mom? Daddy, will you stop her?
Stop her, kitten? Stop her from doing something that gives her such happiness? No.
Good shot, sweetheart. Good shot.
Hi. Look, can I still get a ticket on your flight to Washington?
Coach or first class?
Which one is your passenger, Andrea Bedford, on?
I'm not supposed to give out that information.
It's real important to me.
Is she the woman you were talking to before? I couldn't help noticing.
Yeah, that was her.
First class.
Better make a coach.
I have to ask you a question.
I thought we were saving all the questions for later.
I asked you in Mexico, but you didn't answer me.
About your father? It's too bad about the way he died.
Do you know who killed him?
Of course I do.
This is tearing you up, isn't it?
I don't know what to do.
Maybe there's nothing you can do.
Maybe.
I'm not saying I don't think they'll find their way back to each other, because I do, but they're gonna have to do it on their own.
Never seen him like this.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. And it's gonna be tough on their kids. I hope you'll be able to keep your mind on the good stuff. You know, it was a miracle we made it out of Mexico alive in one piece. And we're gonna get married. That'll be a wonderful occasion. Who knows, maybe the wedding will
I
have...
don't think the wedding is gonna bring my family together. I don't even know if that's possible anymore.
Then I guess you just have to come to grips with the fact that the only life you really have any control over is yours. Even when it comes to family. We're gonna have a family of our own. And no matter what is going on outside of our home, we'll be together and we'll be happy.
I wish I could believe that.
Baby, look at me. You can't believe it.
Hi, Ted.
Hi.
You know, I don't know if anyone's told you, but the angry young man bit is definitely out this year.
I didn't come here for advice, okay? I came here for a drink.
Yeah, looks like you're doing just that.
You got a family?
Well, everybody's got family somewhere. What, is that what this is all about?
I don't know what this is all about anymore.
Well, it seems to me that it's a lot easier when you've got a problem to find somebody to blame it on. The trouble is, you can't always find somebody.
How about finding me a waitress so I can have another one of these?
You haven't finished that one yet.
Believe me, it'll be gone by the time she gets here.
You know, I know this is none of my business. But I've seen a lot of people with problems start using this stuff, and what usually ends up happening is that they start out with one problem and end up with two. Hope you're still in shape to talk later, Ted.
Hey.
What do you want?
What do I want? I just wanted to know if you have any idea the number of problems you've caused my family. That's what I want.
I don't think I've caused any problem.
Oh, yes, you have. You know you have. You like the feeling? You got a nice sick sense of power to know the grief you caused all of us? Hmm?
How about you, Mr. CC Capwell, huh? How does it make you feel? Huh? Walking out on your family? Breaking your wife and your children's hearts, huh? Breaking Sophia's heart by sleeping with another woman, huh? Easy! You easy, old man. You're a couple of years past your prime, and you haven't got a gun now, big man. Get away from me!
Come on. Get up. Get up, you hustler, and fight me. Come on. Come on.
Oh, God, not again. Not again.
I'm Jane Pauley. Next week on Today, Super Tuesday and what it all means. Also, Jack Lemmon, Bill Murray, Barbara Hershey, and Judge Reinhold. Next week on Today.